This is a silly little short one, which I've entitled The Burt Price School of Gardening. We'll come to that in a bit. Probably the biggest question I'm ever asked is, well, the biggest question, the video that's got the most views is, should you join the CX? And it's that question, and it really is sort of like, what am I doing now? Can I make any money? That kind of thing, like, you know. And for me, it was fairly straightforward, because if you go back, you'll see of my early videos, I was a market trader. The markets were dying completely. I was about to lose my house and all that kind of stuff. I wasn't making any money. And then my mate Tony says, you want to jump on this CX? Where was that? He says, you've got a van, you've got a loot, and you've got a tail lift, which I had to do the markets because I had to carry my gear to and from market, like, you know. And he says, you come work for me. Basically, he explained, you know, you pick up stuff, you're a courier, you drive it around, and within the space of 2 weeks, I had turned in the business that I'd been working on for 25 years. And I'd sold the warehouse, I sold the stock, I turned the markets, and I become a courier driver. See, for me, it was easy. I had two options: carry on doing what I was doing at the moment and go bankrupt very, very quickly, or try something completely different and have a chance of making it pay. And luckily for me, it turned out well. It's turned out okay. I'm making it pay. I'm now up to running four trucks, including the one I'm driving, hopefully soon getting a 50. If you watch the channel, you'll know all this stuff. So you got to ask yourself the question, is it for you? And I always say when I do this video, what are you doing now? Do the smallest risk. If you want to do it, give it a bash. Pay them the littlest you possibly can. Join on the most basic package you can. Get the most basic van you can. See how it goes. If it works, it works. It don't, it don't. You turn it and you do something else. But to try and describe it, and that's what this video is all about. It's a silly thing. It's kind of what I'd refer to as, and we say this a lot around my house, it's the Burt Price School of Gardening. And Burt Price was my wife's granddad, and he's my father-in-law's dad. And he had this philosophy with gardening. He said everybody goes around and they check the pH level, and is it chalky soil, is it acid soil, will the plant survive, does it need a sunny position, does it need a shady position? He says nah. He says all you do, you dig a hole, bit of compost, stick the plant in, water it. It will live or it will die. So he was very binary about the whole thing, and I think you can be very binary about the Courier Exchange, which is, should you join the Courier Exchange if you want to, but weigh the risk up. Are you got a family? Are you on your own? Do you need to have a regular income? Do you need to have if you need to have time off work, do you need to get paid? How much dough have you got behind you? Whereabouts do you live? All of these are covered in loads of other videos. I know I'm trying not to repeat myself here. But as I always said, the best way to start a business, you hold your nose and jump. Go for it. Burt Price School of Gardening. Join the Courier Exchange. It will work, or it won't work. If it works, then like me, you're going to go, hey, that was all right, that, wasn't it? And if it don't work, turn it and go and do something else. And the one thing I will say is, if it don't work, you often learn something about yourself where you kind of go, well, okay, well, that didn't work, but you know what? I really quite enjoy driving a van. Or do you know what? I absolutely hate driving. I'm going to get myself a job in an office. It will tell you something about yourself, which hopefully it might lead you to where you need to be. It's what I used to call the Zen art of navigation. Don't worry about the sat-nav. Find a car that looks like it knows where it's going and follow it. You may not end up where you wanted to be, but you will end up where you need to be. Actually, don't try that. That's complete nonsense. You'll just wind up on someone's driveway and they'll go, why are you following me, you complete crazy stalker? But there you go. Again, there are many imponderables to joining the CX, and hence the reason there are many videos on the channel which hopefully will help you and hopefully will let shed some light onto it. If you want to join it, and I hope if you do, it works for you, and you take care and you take money.